What's up guys, my name is JDCut5 and welcome back to another episode of the Levante Career Mode. We get straight in with the first game of the episode against SD Husagoeka. I do believe I'm saying that right. I've probably butchered a few names along the times of displaying the teams that I've come up against, but we'll go for that one. Sounds the most best suited. An away fixture this time round, and an important one at that. I know this team are very big in the division. We side with Danny Kadeiros in goal, Sriracha and Omdembele, Brabic and Munoz as your back four, Vargas and Imbora as your two holding midfielders, Sydney Ryberger comes in for Scott, and you've got Bakari, Grant, Andy Frutos as the front three. Strongest lineup that I could put out at the moment, just trying to alternate with fitness and everything else. It has been hard to contest with, but we are doing well. In the 12th minute, Vargas plays a nice ball out to Grant, and all he has to do is put it in the back of the net to make it 1-0. Really nice finish, and then really nice flurry of passes to be able to get into that position. Really well done by Vargas, the way he just able to bend the pass around a defender, and Grant slots it in the bottom corner to put us 1-0 up. Doesn't take us too long, and in the 19th minute, Sydney Ryberger is able to find Grant, and Grant finds the back of the net again to make it his second of the game and the second of the game. Really important play by them Blot, and able to get the second goal of the game and put us a bit more of advantage also. It was a nice start, to be honest. We started really fast and we was able to grab 2 goals straight in 20 minutes, and I felt very comfortable doing so. In the 35th minute, you can see we do accept a little bit of pressure there, and it doesn't take them long after that. They do get a nice string of passes together, and Obeng, the same player that had the previous shot, has put it back of the net to make it 2-1. We do go into the second half, and not a lot happens in all honesty. We accept some pressure at times, but nothing. We don't really have much chances ourselves, but we do come away with the 3 points. Bit of an odd game, I think, when the action happened in the first half, but to be honest, I am not complaining whatsoever. 3 points is 3 points. We do sim the next game against Ibiza. We are able to get the 4-1 win there. Nice to be able to get some goals on the score sheet for different players, and also to get the 3 points. In the third game of the episode, we come against CD Tenerife. We know we've played these twice, I do believe, now in the series. I'm pretty sure we've played them once in the league and in the cup also. We know what they can do, and they know we offer quite strong attacking options in their side. But I was pretty confident that we was able to get this over the line and hopefully get the 3 points as usual. We are coming to that point of the season now where every game counts, and this is the side for this time round. Bit stronger this time, including Danny Kadeiros in goal. Sriracha keeps his place at right back with Al Yamik and Omdembele as centre backs. Garrado comes in at left back with Abora and Pepelu as your new holding midfielders. Ryberger keeps his place with Afif keeping on the left, Grant keeping his place as a striker, and Musonda coming in on the right. Really fast start and scoring in the 3rd minute there with Sydney Ryberger, able to open himself up some space and also had a bit of strength on the ball also. Haven't seen a lot from this guy, so I was happy to get him on the score sheet also. I know he's at low overall at the moment, but there is high potential for him to be a star in game. Bit of a difficult angle for him to shoot at, but he was able to find the top of the net, and that put us 1-0 up. Took us a little bit longer to get back into the game after that goal, but we do find the back of the net with Grant. Nice pass over to Musunda, and all he has to do is square it, and it was a tap-in for Grant. Nice finish, really well executed, and that put us 2-0 up in the game, and we were cruising at this point onwards, to be honest. Didn't feel like we was at any sort of threat by Tenerife whatsoever, and we was able to grab 2 nice goals there in the first half. Took us into the second half now, and Afif was on the ball creating a nice bit of skill. He turns his man and he opens up some space, and he just puts it straight in the back of the net to make it 3-0. Really well done by him, and using that little bit of skill just to get past his player. Opened up a lot of space there, and all he had to do was just run into it and put it on the back of the net. I haven't seen again much of Afif, and there are times that he has flurries of plays that are really exciting, and other times it's a bit dead in the water. But at times like this, it kind of reason why I do keep him in the squad and just have to kind of bear with him at the time. In the 64th minute, we do get a nice bit of play there. Pepelu turns his man, and Sriracha offers the space on the right hand side. He cuts inside and just squares it across goal to make it 4-0. An absolute triumphant kind of win that we're going for here, and just getting many goals under our belt. With being so high up in the game, Cantanero comes in as a striker and Bakari comes on the right. Also replace Ibora with Vargas. In the 72th minute, Cantanero finds Ryberger and he is able to find the back of the net also. Similar goal to his first one, in all honesty, with the angle that it portrayed. He was always able to get this kind of body in the right position just to be able to kind of put it into the top corner and make even big advantage in this game. It doesn't stop there, and in the 78th minute, Cantanero puts on Bakari onto the right wing. All he has to do is just finish it and he just slots it bottom corner. Goalkeeper thinks he's going to his near post, but he's just be able to slot it on the other side of him, and that makes it 6-0. An absolute romping here, something I really didn't expect. I know I've played these before and we've had different wins, but yeah, a really nice win to be honest. And we do top it off with a lovely hat-trick from Sidney Ryberger. Pushes off his man and he scores there with a nice finesse on his weaker foot to make it 7-0, and that's his hat-trick of the game. I'm pretty sure, if I'm wrong, do correct me, but I'm pretty sure that is the biggest win that we have had as a club. So very emphatic in all honesty, and it was an enjoyable one at that. You can see him there at the end of the game picking up his match ball to be able to have his four attempts on goal and 3 goals. Really solid performance from him and a really emphatic one at that. We go into the next game with a lot of confidence, but as you can see there, Vincent Iborra is considering retirement. Don't think I'm going to be extending his loan deal after the expiry of it at the end of the season, but it is a shame to see him kind of retiring. We come up against a weaker side, so we've changed it a little bit there. Song comes in at right back, and Ruben Vezo and Banbury, your 2 centre-backs. Ibora keeps his place with Vargas coming in. Pepelu has to go as Cam because I'm struggling at the moment with no Scott. And Grant keeps his place in the striker position with Nusa and Bakari coming in on the wings. A really boring first half, so there was nothing to show you there, but unfortunately in the second half we do concede a sloppy goal there to go 1-0 down. Soon as we do concede that one goal, we make a few changes with Tavares coming in as a cam. And as you can see by the bench, to be honest, I've got such little option, but De Frutos does replace Nusa. Unfortunately, things get from bad to worse, and Janssen is able to find the back of the net from a lovely corner, to be honest. Really well looped over Cadenieres, and there wasn't a lot he was able to do with that. Really well executed, and I was really surprised, to be honest, with the quality that they showed. Even though they're low down in the table, they've actually given me more of a run of my money compared to other teams that have been in the league. We do make another substitution with Campagnai coming on for Ibora and Gallardo coming on the left-hand side for Bakari. We go straight into that game after the second goal, and Gallardo is able to make a run through pretty much every single player of their team, and he slots it past the keeper to give us 20 minutes to be able to get back into the game and offer us some sort of glimmer of hope, to be honest. That was probably the only bit of play I displayed in that game that I actually did well in. Didn't feel like I offered anything whatsoever, and unfortunately again we do go to concede another goal in the 79th minute. And it was just one of those games. I felt like we kind of underestimated our opponents, and as soon as you know it, Janssen grabbed his hat-trick. We were 4-1 down, and we do end up losing the game. I was really frustrated by that, but it was one of those, and it was just you do lose some and you win some, and it's just that case. We go into the last game of the episode now with the most probably weirdest lineup you'll ever see of the actual series. We've got all wing backs as my back 4. I've got Ibora and Pepelu as 2 CDMs. Scott comes back in though with Athith and Cantanero and De Frutos on the right. Olsen from our future star also makes his debut, but it doesn't take us too long, and in 11th minute Scott is definitely back to kind of redeem himself, as it were, and just, yeah, it just helped us out. We've missed him so much, in all honesty, and it was a big help him being back in the side. Didn't take us too long after the first, and Cantanero is able to get the rebound off of Scott's shot. Really missed Scott, as I say, and he made such a big impact into this game. After being 4-1 down in the previous game and not offering a lot, we come straight into this one and we completely annihilate them. We do concede just before the first half though. Boomer, I do believe I'm saying right, he actually scored against us in the start of the series also, but just take a look at that goal. Take a bow, Pepelu. An unbelievable shot, just looping over the keeper there. Completely out of nothing, to be honest. The players wasn't approaching him or nothing. I don't think anyone believed he would take a shot from such angle, such distance, and yeah, just definitely a contender for goal of the season. The way he just turns the player there, and he just sees the kind of space and just goes, you know what, I'm having a shot, and that's it. The keeper makes the slightest of jumps and just looks behind him, and he sees it in the back of the net. 3-1 up now, so we do make some substitutions with Campagnaro coming on. Campagnaro does make way for Grant, and then Grant does make a lovely run in the 78th minute and finesses it past the keeper to make it 4-1. A massive impact substitution and someone that I've been relying on a lot this year. I think if we wasn't to have this man in my team, then I don't think I'll be doing as well as what I am at the moment. In the 81st minute again, Mbula does get another goal against us. They seem to always score against me when I come up against Racing Club, but it's just one of those. He does seem quite a good striker, to be honest, or winger, whatever he may be. It didn't affect us too much though, because Ryberger was able to find Grant to make it his second of the game. I think he'd only been on for 10 minutes and he was already grabbing 2 goals. So yeah, massive impact substitution and a lovely pass over him too. We do finish that game with a 5-2 win, and as you can see the table right now, Tenerife haven't gone anywhere near us and we have still got a 10-point lead in the table. Not too many games left now, and there's only so many that we need to win to that point now that we will win the title. We do have a mix of performances, but overall this episode I thought we played really well at times. We do score a lot of goals also, and unfortunately that one hiccup does affect us, but I get not really in that way, because you look at it and we haven't lost any points. I think it was just confidence and everything else, but with such high rotation at the moment and such a vast amount of injuries, and I've got a lot of players on international duty, I can't really do much about it. I'm just trying to use what I have, and hopefully it kind of works out for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe for more content just like this one, and don't forget to hit the notification button for when I do release another video. Cheers.